Let's take a look at what happens when we try to use the elimination method to solve this system. 6x plus 8y equals 15, and 9x plus 12y equals 5. Now, maybe you notice some nice commonality between these coefficients, and maybe you don't. Let's suppose for a moment that we don't notice anything nice, and we just decide off the top of our head to eliminate x. So, I'm going to multiply both sides of the first equation by 9. I'll get 54x plus 72y equals 135. Now I'm going to multiply both sides of the second equation, not by 6, but by the opposite of 6. I'll get negative 54x minus 72y equals negative 30. That's interesting. Notice what happens when I add together the left-hand sides. 54 plus negative 54, I get 0x. 72 plus negative 72, I also get 0y. And I get that that's equal to 105. These are both 0. This equation becomes 0 equals 105. That is not true. 0 does not equal 105. What does that tell us? No matter what x is and no matter what y is, 0 does not equal 105. This system has no solution. It is inconsistent. Just like when we used substitution in an inconsistent system, we ended up with an equation that says one number equals a different number. In this case, in fact, we got 0 equals a number, and that will always happen when we use elimination in a system that's set up this way. So when we get 0 equals a number that is not 0, that means we have an inconsistent system. Have a try at doing elimination in this system. Pause the video and try this, see what happens, and see if you can guess what kind of system this is. Pause the video and try it now. Okay, well, I noticed that these two numbers have something in common, right? If I multiply both sides by 2 in this first equation, I'll get 10x minus 6y equals 14. The second equation is negative 10x plus 6y equals negative 14. What happens when I add those together? Well, I'll get 0x plus 0y, and that is 0. So this equation is just 0 equals 0. Now, is that true? Yes, that is true. No matter what x is, no matter what y is, 0 equals 0 is true. So this is the situation. Did you guess this? We have infinitely many solutions. This system is consistent dependent. So again, if we get an equation with no variables that is false, that's an inconsistent system. If we get an equation with no variables that is true, that's a consistent dependent system.